This video looks at those situations where your bard needs to tank mobs that are maybe a little tougher than he's used to or can comfortably handle, or maybe you are in a pickup group and you don't have a traditional warrior, shadow knight, or paladin, or your tank is under-geared. Whatever the case, what do you have that will actually be helpful? What I choose myself is if the mob can be stunned and I'm tanking it myself, then I'd use barrier. I also will go with Spiteful Lyric, Spry Sonata, and Psalm of the Restless. The combination of those three spells boosts my bard's AC by 535. I try not to drop anything that's going to really hurt my DPS or hurt the DPS of the group, because the quicker the mob dies, that's another way to enhance survivability. And the best thing you can do is slow a mob. So if nobody else is slowing it, you should slow it. Slow it on incoming. That's going to be more effective than any of these single spells that you cast. So these are the melodies that I use. The first is my normal melody key, and the second is my tank melody key. On my normal melody key, I have three different possible melodies. One is the DPS burn. That's where I'm using insults just as quickly as I can. In this case, 8 and 9 would be my insults. I also have a snare melody, and then finally my grind melody. And with my grind melody, I am leading with slow. If you have a slower, then take out number 7. You don't need it. It's set up in such a way that my dots are refreshing about every 8 spells because I don't want them to drop. The other melody is my tank melody, and I have my melody key on the first bar, number 2, tank melody in 3. I will swap those out, and then I will memorize my tank line. I have a bard line, that's my normal line. The DPS is about the same. I did a little more DPS with the tank line than the non-tank line, but I don't think that's statistically different. They're essentially using the same DPS spells, the same 6 spells. The difference is with the standard line, you're doing a lot more ADPS because I have my insults working in there. The video will show you, the first video is fighting an ice ghoul in Eastern Wastes with my standard melody, and I have my epic and fierce eye up and ready to go, and I cast them. The second video is using the tank melody line, the tank line, and again I have the epic and fierce eye up before I go on to that one. So this first video is using my standard grind melody. Pull with slow. Activate my epic and fierce eye. I'll do exactly the same thing in the second section when I'm going with my tank melody. I'll pull with slow. I'll let my epic and fierce eye go first. There is a gap between these that I can recover. I killed a number of these mobs using both versions, so I'm not 100% sure which fight this is, but it gives you a sense. Really look at my health bar and you'll kind of see that it is bouncing a little bit. It's not too bad, but it goes up, it goes down, and my cleric mercenary can keep up, partly because I have blocked out the promised line of spells, the single target elixir, and even though I don't put my Cleric Merc generally in balanced or efficient mode, complete heal is blocked too. Of course, I have a hotkey where I can unblock those as necessary if I have a real cleric come into the group. So we've now killed the mob. Now we're into the second portion. I'm memorizing, or I'm moving my tank melody up to my melody slot, and I've memorized my tank line. Here it is. Memorize my tank line, and then I'm going to swap out War March for Jonathan's. Actually, I happen to have saved over the tank line where Jonathan's in, so I would have to swap in War March. I'll correct that. Come up, find a ghoul, Pull was slow. Mercenaries on active. Now, initially, I don't really have the tank line in place, so this is just normal. Once it's gone through one cycle, you'll see like the barrier is up now, Jonathan's up now. Getting in my dots, laying them down. Arya is going up. There it is, Arya is up now. And now comes the armor class. Yeah. So, okay, believe I have the full set of my armor up now. And it's a good point to see kind of how is my health bar going. Is it bouncing quite as much? I feel tankier when I'm doing the tank line, even though I'm giving up my ADPS. Mob is dead, and we're done.